Reliant Rebel 1964-73. The Reliant Rebel is a small four-wheeled car that was produced by Reliant between 1964 and 1974. It was designed by Reliant to be a market test to push Reliant into other parts of the market instead of just three-wheelers. It was marketed as the smart alternative, because it had a rust-free glass fiber body, a robust chassis and frugal fuel economy. Many models were produced from 600cc, 700cc, and 750cc with saloon, estate and van variants. It was considered a niche rival to the Austin Mini and Hillman Imp. The Rebel was the brainchild of Reliant managing director Ray Wiggin and was developed after the death of T.L. Williams, the founder of Reliant. Wiggin believed that people in the future would be less likely to drive three-wheeled vehicles, such as Reliant's Regal, so Reliant engineers, after working on the development of the four-wheeled Sabra Carmel with Auto Cars of Haifa, Israel decided to modify the then-current Regal 325 to create a four-wheel vehicle. They built the rolling chassis using many parts from other countries, with a conventional front engine, steering and suspension. It was however felt that Reliant's 598cc engine wouldn't pull the weight of a finished car, consequently, the engineers skimmed the cylinder head and fitted larger valves, giving it better torque to cope with the car's extra weight. The engine was specific to the Rebel. Reliant asked Togel Design to design the Rebel, with the idea that it should look completely different from the Regal, but should save production costs by retaining some of the Regal's parts such as its doors and windscreen. The resulting car was 138 inches 3,505 mm, in length, 58 inches, 1,473 mm, in width, with a wheelbase of 89 inches, 2,261 mm. The curb weight of the Rebel depending on the model was between 1,185 pounds and 1,327 pounds, 539 kilograms to 603 kilograms. The Rebel made its public debut at the Earl's Court Motor Show in 1964. The show cars were pre-production models, built in Turkey and driven to Earl's Court to test their durability. Rebel production was always low since Reliant hadn't expanded its factory yet to give the Rebel its own production line. Reliant had already spent a lot of money making a new production line and factory building for the new Scimitar Coupe, which was launched alongside the Rebel in 1964. If Reliant had wanted to build a batch of Rebel vehicles, they would have had to stop production of their very popular Regal 325. This was the reason why there was a big marketing push when the Rebel was launched, with very few cars being produced thereafter. The Rebel didn't get its own dedicated production line until 1971 during Rebel 700 production. It then lost it in 1974 along with the Bond Bug in order to increase production of Reliant Robins to keep up with demand after its 1974 launch. Not having Rebels readily available at dealers after its launch and for several of years thereafter, are the main reasons why production numbers were so low compared to the Regal 325 and 330, which sold over 100,000 cars over same period. Ray Wiggins had developed the Rebel as a marketing exercise for Reliant to push the company into new parts of market. He wanted people to become aware that Reliant was in this segment of the market, but he did not push the Rebel to sell in huge numbers as expected. Management were more concerned about three-wheeler production rather than Ray Wiggins' longer-term view.